All right. We'll see if this thing is live or not. Let's make myself a little smaller here. Oh, large. Let's make it a little smaller. And then let's take myself and put me over here because most of the time I'm going to be looking that way. Yep, that makes more sense. Now let me open up some chat windows so if people jump in, I can see people. Okay, so come over here. Okay, one chat window. Here. Uh, another chat window. Then we gotta open up the Twitch chat window. Hey, I'm 12. Sorry, I'm just getting myself set up here for the stream. I got my stuff all over the place. Doing pretty good. How have you been? I just figured I'm out here in my man cave quite often, but I don't stream. And so I figured, why not kick off streaming and just kind of hang out with people that want to stop by and say hi. And there's the third chat window. Okay. Now I think I got that covered. Okay. I believe I got all the chat windows open. Now I just got to get myself a drink. And let me know if the sound quality, the video, if there's issues. I realize I have my water thing behind me. It's holding up my green screen. One of the projects I got to do yet. I'm glad you like the man cave. Let me test some other cameras that I've got set up here because that's really kind of why I kicked this off is so I could test some camera setups that I've got going on and all that fun stuff. Oh, I gotta alter my stream deck real quick. I got the wrong profile. There we go. Now we got the right profile. So let's go ahead and let's see. Boom. Okay, there's that. There's that one. And let's see. There's picture in a picture of that one. And one more here. Okay, I gotta figure out why that camera didn't come through. I suppose. I wonder if I even have it running on my computer. Let's find out. Restart it now on my phone. The man cave is nice. I like your Splinterlands collection that you have. That's pretty slick. Okay, now we should have. There we go. Well, let me hide my kickstand. Oh, so yeah, there's the current man cave, crypto mining rig right there, 3 crypto mining rigs up there, all that kind of stuff. I need this view though with my overlay on. Let's see. I don't have that automated, so I gotta turn that guy on. This one. Huh. Not sure why. There it goes. But yeah, this is the man cave. You got a 90% max gold foil set. Nice. In Untamed even. Better yet. Yeah, finally some land updates that are a little bit more meaningful. I was right when I left the game though. There's going to be nothing until 2025. Hopefully it keeps going strong. That's the one thing that will definitely draw me back in potentially. Okay. Oh, there's that one. 1 second, turning on a light here, see if it helps. I gotta find that report. There. Let's see. Does that help the mini camera? It makes me a little bit more clear, but the big camera is doing just fine, or the little web camera off to the side is doing just fine. I agree. Land is definitely looking a little bit better. So I think that's pretty cool that they're finally getting around to it. They finally put the right developer on it, Cryptomancer. That guy's that guy is consistent. He's really consistent. What's this one? That's it. Okay, and this is there you go. That's my green screen being held up by the water container. But no, I've been setting up my streaming platform here now that I'm in the man cave. Right now, I'm working on a little power meter setup. I'm 3D printing my own pieces and parts, but I've been struggling with the my printer and learning how to 3D print. A lot of it's just me being inexperienced. So basically, here I designed my own. Well, I used other people's pieces and parts, and I designed my own faceplate. And now I need to work on the box that goes into it, or this goes onto. And it's not as hard as it looks because I'm actually starting with a pre-made box setup, and I'm just cutting it apart and building it from there. So, like, let's see, how do I get back to the main? So for this cover plate, I've been working on, you know, all the pieces and parts that go to a cover plate. So this way I can configure and reconfigure and all this kind of stuff based on what kind of faceplates I want to make. And my phone just dinged. I got to check to see. I'm waiting on an email from a client that isn't responding. But no, the emails are not from them. So yeah, so that's the faceplate bit. So now I need to import a new project. The Splinterlands trading bot. Right now I have all my assets in not limbo. They're all in different tokens right now, and it's not a lot. I got most of it in Doge right now. I was hoping for a hype spike, didn't really happen, so I'm just waiting to get back to where I'll sell that chunk off. Let me go to coin. See if I can remember the where I've got my portfolio set up at. Uh, Not on that one. Oh, I bet it's on this one here. Portfolio. Log in. I set all my assets up in CoinGecko so I could see it. I just got to remember where and what account I put them on. I'm going to guess this account. There we go. It is this account. And why am I not? Oh, much better. Okay. So right now in CoinGecko, I've got like again, this is right now values. I've got like $885 in Doge, which is 2,740 tokens. Then I got some Cubic that I crypto mined a while back. Then I got some Rio currency that I'm currently mining. I probably have twice as much Rio right now. Oh no, Rio's done. I'm done with Rio. So I got 1,122 tokens of Rio. Ironfish, I'm no longer mining that. I got 51 tokens. I'm currently mining Warthog. I've got, at last I checked, 20 Warthog and then 1.5 Zealous the last I checked. Yeah, I'm not good with trading in coins and all that. So I'm dabbling in here with about $1,000, as you can see. Um, but that's just it. I'm just dabbling. Splinterlands land will have to make a pretty good impact for me to want to pull things out of the tokens and throw them back into land assets. Mainly because I don't have all the workers and worker cards and all that kind of stuff. I've sold all that stuff off, so it'd be a big buy-in again. Oh, let's see. You're mining Fry token. 3 nodes. Huh. How much does it cost to get into those nodes? That's my biggest problem with nodes is buying a license for a node in most places. Just it costs more than I currently have in my free fun money bucket. Okay, let's start a new project. Actually, can I open this up in multiple tabs because I need to see two projects at the same time. Okay, we're going to create 3D design. A while back for 220 each. Nice. Now that I could have jumped on, but I've never heard of Fry or the Fry token. I'm always late to the game. That's how I like to roll. We want to bring in a 3D file. Where are you? 3D models. An electrical box. And oh, I gotta hit import. And we'll do millimeters. We'll do import. So as you can see here, this is the box already designed that I'm starting with. So I'm just going to cut this up and make it fit the new faceplate that I'm making. Ooh, yep. That's when I usually find out about these nodes. That's when I find out they're at or above the amount of fun money I got set aside. So let me take the camera here on a little trip. So this is the original box size, and what this is going to be is one of these. It's an electrical power meter. And then, I don't know if you can hear me. This is the one I just printed. So this is, let me know if you can hear me or not. So this here is the faceplate I printed the other day. Lighting seems off. So it's got I didn't fully snap in the meter. It's got that, but the electrical outlet, as you can see, it's overhanging the tab or the ledge of the lid. So I didn't have it wide enough. So here is the new one right here. As you can see, again, try to get, I've got a lot more width on this cover plate. So now I need to make a box this big. It's for my crypto mining rigs, so I can sit there and monitor them for their power consumption. So hopefully you could hear me while I was talking with that camera on. I believe I have it all set up, but you never know until you actually start moving around and all that fun. So yeah, that's one of the hobbies I'm working on right now is that fun thing. Um, and let's see what camera will work. Let's go to this camera. Hopefully you can still hear just fine. I need to check this thing out. So right now they're pretty much just a standard household electrical outlet. And if I did it right, oh, look at that. It's a nice tight fit. Now the question is, oh, I'm looking at the screw holes, making sure that they line up. So I got the screw holes. You can see the white background through the screw holes there. So I got those so they line up. And then this guy, Here, I should point the camera down so I'm not having to hold these things up in the air so far. Like that. But then this guy will pop in right like this. But he's an exact fit also. But you gotta get it perfect. But the benefit is with here I gotta lower it so I can get it nice and solid. There it goes. So it'll snap in here all the way now. And this one, I don't mind snapping all the way in. It's tight. I might have it a little too tight. Oh, wait. I kind of got that. It's a tight fit. There we go. Oh, look at that. There's a good angle. So outlets pop right in. Now, of course, to use it, you're going to want to screw that in. The meter, that thing is locked in nice and tight. That doesn't need any screws. I got lots of camera setups going on. Yep. So that's what I'm getting ready to design here. And like I said, this was the original box that I got off the internet, but I got to cut it up now to fit my new size. And I'm pretty pleased with it. It turned out better than I thought it would. Well, and it's just the cover plate right now. Okay, so this is the box that I need to make it wider. So let me load up. Yeah, this is the finished cover plate. Let me load this guy up. So I can get the dimensions right there. 134.81, 221 by. I'm moving that piece off onto my other screen so that way I can get those measurements off the camera while I'm trying to lock in this new one. Oh, I check out lots of people on YouTube, but yeah, I'll definitely check them out. Okay, so let's zoom out on this guy. Actually, let me just make a dimensional item here. 134 by 81. 134.81. And that is 1, and then 221.48. Apparently, hitting backspace is the wrong thing. Okay. So technically, that doesn't look right. 134.81. 134.81, we're good there. And then 221.48, we're good there. Oh, nice. Is that you were earning $6 a day, now $200 a day? Dang. That's impressive, son. Free rolling most of them. So you're just basically purchasing the licenses for the nodes. I might have to tell me which one you're latching on to next, and I'll have to maybe cash my coins out and dump them into those, or at least the Dogecoin. Dang. I wish I had that kind of luck, mindset, whatever you want to call it. I'm always late to the game. Let's see. We're going to make this thin. We'll just say 2. I just need a nice thin. Um, I just need this to represent the size of the green faceplate here. Because when I'm done cutting this guy up, it needs to completely cover that thing. No, that's impressive. Let's see. Let me rotate this guy. No, I need. Which side do I want the hole on? Do I want the wire coming out of the side, the bottom? If that's the case, then this guy. And this would be like the bottom or top of the box. I think that's going to be best. Okay, so now what we do is we take one of these. This is a hole. And we're going to make this guy 100. Oh, he'll need to be bigger than that. For the height, we'll make him. And for the width, 0.01. Wrong side. I'll rotate it. There we go. And then for this, we'll make it. Okay. So basically, what this is going to let me do is cut this in half. Trying to think if I need a specific spot. The problem is I want the hole to be centered when it's all done and said. I might be better off just filling that hole in and popping a new one through. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I won't worry too much about the hole. We'll just make a cut here. So now what we do is we select both these and I make a copy of them. Then I group them. Oops. And then I take this guy. Now I group them. I got just this piece right here. So now we paste that back in. Take that guy. And what do we want to do? I think what we'll do here is, yep, group that. And what site do you go to for all of those? Ankh, are you going to that passive crypto on YouTube guy? right. Let me move this out of the way. So now I've got kind of a middle section here. I've got this end cap, so we'll go make a copy of him. And now we flip him. Boom. Beautiful. All right. Good to know. I will definitely be checking that out. Yeah, like when I'm at work, supposed to be working. Okay, so I got that piece right now. I got that piece right now. So now I really just need a corner. So like, hey, oop, that, that, that. I just don't want to cut into the curve. Okay, so we got that. Now we'll take this, copy it, group it. Now I have one corner of a box. Okay, so now I can pretend like I'm assembling things here. We're going to take this. We're going there and up there. Okay, so now this guy I need to flip that way. This guy we need to rotate 90. And then this guy we need to rotate 90 and then flip. Okay, so now I need to align these things. So I need this corner and the red thing. We're going to say snap to the red guy, left edge, that corner. Okay, now we're going to take this guy. And alignment. Okay. One more. All right. Perfect. Okay, so that I don't lose this right now, I'm going to copy it, paste it off to the side. And then we're going to make this one piece. Okay. I need to look at this box down here. Oh, the bottom edge is curved. I see. This is the one I need to work with because I'm going to have to delete this red plate at some point. Okay, so now I just need a side. Kind of like the middle of this guy. And what I'm doing here is I just need to make sure that I don't have any of this curve in the side piece I end up with. So I think I'm good. Now we take that and we're going to group it. Oh, look at that. Now, if I'm right, this side, yep, has that curved corner in the bottom. Whoa, what did I do? Okay, so now we're going to take that. We're going to align center and this edge. This, we're good to have a little bit of overlap. That way we don't have any seams. Got some overlap there. I like it. So let's see, I need to select that and that. Align the red. This center. Bam. I think we're good. Need to make sure 1879 doesn't change. So we'll just go over here and say 8. There it goes. Line center and edge. Beautiful. Flip. All right. I got to replace the floor in here. Which, with this build, let me go ahead and copy this right now. This makes it so I can come back later and make adjustments if I need to. By keeping my stages in separate bits and parts. Okay, the floor. Let's see. I bet the height from the other piece I did it's going to be 4.75. Yep. Let me make the color on this guy. I don't know. Blue. So now I take this guy, pull that guy out. And a little bit of overlap is good. All right. Okay. Think I can stitch all this together. Boom. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so now I need to kind of guesstimate this hole here. That looks pretty close. All right. I think we've got a box. So now I'll select both those and group it. Now that box should fit the lid. Ah, okay. So now I need to see. I don't know how to measure things yet. This. Oh, actually. Oh, what's the height? It is 59.75 tall. I gotta get it. Okay. I want to measure the depth of the prototype. Make sure this box will have enough depth. Okay, so 47.85. Oh, that way. Means it would basically touch the bottom. Now, I know that the thickness of the base, so we got, let's see, 47.85 plus the thickness is 4.75, means I need this the base to be at least 52.6, at least. And we are 59. So that's like 7 millimeters, which isn't much. So now for the outlets, it's plenty of space. I think it'll be enough space because the meter doesn't have that much coming off the back. I mean, it has some wires here, but there'll be enough space for those wires to route underneath from the other side as well. We got a couple of wires that will come off and they'll be able to go underneath between the drock meter and the bottom of the wonderful old box. I think that'll work. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the finished one. And actually, we're going to say rock plus 3 outlets box. Y. Let's rename this yet. Let's call this parts and pieces. Now, open a new team. window and create 3D. And we'll call this one rock plus 3 outlets box final. Okay, now we will go ahead and export to an STL file. We got to put that in a directory where I don't lose it, because I'm good at losing things. Okay, we're done with Tinkercad. So now we open up my printer or my slicing software. Prepare. Let's go to home, new project. Don't save that. I want to rotate. Yeah. There. Okay. I think we're ready. Slice. Let me check settings. I keep getting burned on this for not checking settings. I want avoid crossing walls. That's good. And then on the extruder, Z hop 0.4, traveling retraction speed 80, traveling okay. That should be good. Those are the settings that messed me up last time. Oh, we got quite the brim going on here. We don't need that. So let's go back to, where's that? Strength. This blue area and the green area I really don't need. So I'm going to try to turn them off. Wall loops, 0. No, I think that's the wrong one. Support, style, organic tree, on first layer expansion. Bum, bum, bum. First layer, line width, seam, ironing, walls and surface. infill, sparse direction, walls. Okay, why can't I see this? Others. Aha, skirt. We'll say zero skirt. Brim type. No brim. I think that's what I want. Okay. Now, with that, let's go ahead and hit slice plate. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. It's got one support needed for the hole. Okay, this says it's going to take 200 grams. Ooh, it's saying 5-hour print time too. That's all right. Yeah, we're doing it. And start. And when it actually starts, we'll jump over there and take a peek. Okay, I need to look at uh, some of my website customers aren't getting back with me. Okay, what do we got going on here? All is good. Mm-mm. Okay, inspect this. Oh, we need that. There. Just making sure my code is still working that I'm working on. Hey, Jabe Saints, how you doing, sir? How have you been? I was just doing a 3D print electrical box. Just hit print on it, waiting for the printer to start so I can make sure it prints well and all that fun stuff. Where's the... I had it open somewhere. There it is. Working on a little electrical box. I got the faceplate already done for a crypto mining. Yep, I got a 3D printer. Here. I'll take you on a little road trip. And test. Okay. Sorry, I'm sitting there trying to figure out why my cell phone camera microphone is not coming through with any audio. Let me... Okay. Now, because it's my cell phone, you're going to hear some noise. Okay, so down over here, got an Anycubic Cobra Max 2 3D printer, and it's just now warming up the plate to start the print. And what I've learned is I need to make sure and watch the print like a hawk, because if it messes up, it messes up on the first layer. But I think I got all that figured. So what I'm actually working on, you can see this power meter box right here. And I'm building a bigger one because I need a third outlet. So off the internet, I downloaded a box, that most people use, but I'm expanding it. Hopefully the audio's coming through. Let me know if the audio's not. So I made a box. The top left of this here is the power meter, and the rest are just square outlets. But this was too skinny. So now, it's hard to see. Let's get, there we go. So now, you can see I've got it mocked up. I've got it here, so I've got the meter, and I've got one outlet on there, so I can do my crypto mining and have it all plugged into one box. Let's see. Let's go back to this camera. Okay. Glad you could hear me, because I wasn't sure I had the microphone for that cell phone working, and before I would switch to that camera, walk away from my mic, and then people couldn't hear what I was saying. So so yeah, that's the project I was working on here. Is here, Here, let's go. Yeah, right here. So that was the one that was too skinny. This one here is the one I just did. You can kind of see I added about an inch and a half, inch and a quarter width because of the electrical outlets on the back, the metal tabs right there. Low volume. Okay. Is the volume okay on this microphone? Okay. I'll double check that mobile bit next time I switch to it and all that kind of stuff, which my printer just started. So let's try that now. And I'll try to keep an eye on the volume. Okay. So switching over to the cell phone microphone. Oh, goodness. I'm probably making you sick. Sorry about that. Okay. And again, you're hearing all the sound here, but this is what we're looking at. This is the bass that should just have started. And I've worked out most of the bugs finally. As you can see from all this scrap and this mess, I had quite a few first layer failures to finally get it where I understood what was going wrong. Okay, so hopefully that volume's okay with me across the room. My streaming setup's down there, about 20 feet away. My man cave here is 24 by 10. 24 feet by 10. And the printer's way down there. So yeah, that's what I've been up to this evening. How have you been? Yeah, 3D printing, there's a lot of little things that they don't tell you about. And so when you first start, yeah, the simple starter prints, they go off without a hitch. But when you start trying to design your own stuff, or in my case, this 3D printer I have has a very large print base. And that's where you get a lot of problems with if it's not perfectly level from the back left corner to the right front corner and vice versa, you get a lot of imperfections on that first layer. And so if that first layer isn't right, it won't stick to the plate correctly. And so the whole print will go off kilter and you'll be sitting there scratching your head what went wrong, because like this print is going to take 5 hours. And if I got to sit there and watch it for 5 hours straight to see what went wrong, that's not going to happen. So it's just a matter of learning all the tricks and the settings that caught me. Let's see. Where's my... I think, yeah, I can go back here. The setting that caught me is first, the advanced settings are normally off. Oh, you got to see it though. So normally the advanced settings are normally off. So you got to turn that on. And then you get a ton more settings that you got to worry about. But the one that caught me that I wasn't aware of is up here where my printer is. I got to hit this and go over to extruder, and the settings that were messing me up was Z-hop when retracting, Z-hop type, and the retraction speed. So all these retraction settings right here, I didn't know to ask the question, so I didn't know, but by default, all this was off. And that was really messing up my prints. So now that I'm aware of it, and the reason it was off by default is because not all printers are going to need it. And so it's just off by default. And that took me forever to find because I never knew that there was that many with all these other settings on the side. I never knew that I needed to look over here for more settings. And then there's even more settings for the filament type. So you can come in here to the filament, which I'm using what's called PLA. PLA is the most basic plastic stuff you print. Um, good for starters and noobs like myself. How's Splinterland's been treating you? And and this is the piece I'm working on. Another side hobby. Um, it's going to be a streamer helper for myself. Um, right now it doesn't do much, but the idea is it will help me start my streams off in YouTube, Twitch, and X, and have it be a lot more smooth and slick. Just playing your Scholar account? No problem. Yeah, I've been watching and seeing the land update that's been coming out, and uh, I definitely like the stuff that they're releasing. I just wish it would have been a year ago before I sold all my stuff. But at the same time, when I sold all my stuff, I built my whole man cave with the money I had in Splinterlands. Quite literally, all the insulation in the walls, all the drywall, the paint, the windows, the window trim, the door, um, everything. So I can't complain. I got a man cave out of the deal. But yeah, no, I've been working a little bit on some code for myself. Been doing this electrical box here now that I got my printer 3D printing woes figured out, or lack of knowledge on my part figured out. Yep, you're right. If you saw those videos, that was the early days of me selling my assets out of Splinterland so I could buy everything to fill this room out, and I like it. Thank you. I definitely think it turned out nice. I'm definitely not a professional, so if you were sitting in the room and you look at some of the nooks and crannies, you'll definitely see the unprofessional drywalling, the little bit of unprofessional window trim. But hey, it's all good. I definitely enjoy it a lot. And right now, I have no heat out here, and I'm in United States and Michigan in the middle of winter with just the crypto mining rigs running. The room in here is plenty warm. Um, let's see, a couple weeks ago, it was let's see, about I think it was 0 degrees Fahrenheit outside, right around there. It wasn't quite negative, but in this room, it was still almost keeping it warm enough. Very true there, James Saints. Yes, I do have the pride in the fact that I made all of this, and I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, I still have a lot of bare walls, so eventually I gotta uh, figure out what I want to do for some more shelving on walls, just more storage that I need. So I'll probably figure something out for some shelving, put that up. Probably not until spring. I'm in no rush. Yep, crypto mining is doing all the heat. So I'm pretty happy about that aspect. Yeah, and once I get this electrical box done, I'm thinking if it looks halfway decent, I'll probably put up a website where I can list it for sale. Um, they're not the cheapest thing, but at the same time, um, and hobbyist crypto mining people would probably enjoy picking some of them up and having fun with it. It's these boxes aren't really for the people that are going full blown ASIC mining. They're gonna want the other box, which does a 30 amp outlet. I'm specifically going with the boxes here that will handle 20 amp outlets, but more of them. Because usually, if it's a 30 amp plate, there's only one 30 amp outlet that they are then plugging a 30 amp. It's called a PDU, fancy word for power strip, into it. I'm trying to make this serve both purposes. There will be no power strip because it will have 6 outlets and the meter, but it's designed for just 20 amp. Um, I've lost track of my tabs. There they are. Now that I got this um, piece printing this weekend and everything, I'll be working on more of this code here. It is pretty cool. It's just taken me a while to get to this point because, um, well, as you see in my man cave, I have too many hobbies and not enough time with real life and all that kind of stuff. So ends up uh, the learning curve it's taken me on the 3D printer. I should have been able to figure all this out within the first 2 weeks. Instead, it's taken me several months just because, well, I'm playing computer games, I'm building crypto rigs, I'm producing videos for YouTube, I'm working on my own code for different, my own personal projects. So because I'm so all over the place, it takes me a little longer, but that's okay. Do you do any crypto mining? It's an expensive habit. I would say don't get into it. Uh, or hobby. Uh, but aren't all hobbies expensive nowadays? Shoot, Splinterlands itself is pretty expensive. But yeah, no, I like the man cave here. Like my green screen, I got to get that hung up from the ceiling so that my water cooler's not holding it up and in all my green screen shots right now. But I also have another hobby that I've got all the parts to that I want to get back into, and that's doing some resin crafts. Not resin 3D printers, but just resin crafts. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by there, James Saints. Wish you the best in Splinterlands. Hoping that gives you some nice payouts. Take care, man. All right, everybody. Think I'm going to wrap up my live stream here. I was just waiting to see if anybody else jumped into chat before I signed off. I'm also waiting for my 3D printer. Just kind of waiting for it to get down a good first couple of layers on the print. And it looks like it's doing just fine there. And then I'm calling it. So if you guys happen to watch this later on, I'll be doing more of these, just kind of hang out and chat while I'm working in my man cave. If there's questions about any of the projects I'm working on, please let me know. If you don't catch this live, leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when I'm going live, because yeah, it's anytime I'm going to be out here working on stuff, I'm going to try to start doing this more often. And yeah, come on, hang out with me, chat. Give me a topic to talk about. I'll talk about it. Even if I have no clue, I will talk about it. Guaranteed. So anyhow, thanks for stopping by Ankh 12 and Jabe Saints. Glad to have you. As for everybody else, that's okay. We'll catch you next time. I've been the host, nfoGuides or nfoGuides. And yeah, I'm here to show you guys what little I know. Peace.